Good morning, everybody. Today we have ourselves a little bit of a trickier tree to take down. It's not huge, it's not impossible. It's just gonna be one of those ones you just can't like fly through. So what we have here is this big silver maple. This is, I said big, it's not even that big to be honest. It's probably only 60 or 65 feet tall, but this is the tallest lead in it over here. It reaches out over the house and over some power wires over there. And then we've got all these wires at the street that it's also suckered into. And there's this lead that comes up over here and reaches over this service line to the neighbor's house. Just quite a mess of things. It's been power line clearance its whole life, and so it's kind of lopsided in that way. It's also had a number of big leads tear out of it. I think there's a lead in here that tore out. There's this kind of central lead that's had a lot of failures in it and everything like that. It's just a tricky tree, and it's unfortunately it's like kind of what we have a lot of here in the Midwest. You know, there's a lot of line clearance trees. There's a lot of stuff that's over houses without a whole lot of room to work with, you know, vertical space. You know, I really don't even have like a great plan for this tree. It's not like we can just set up a single rigging point and just redirect a couple different directions and then, you know, just go to town. It's a mess. We gotta just nibble away at it all day, I think. So all thing we can do is to get up there and get started. There we go. Very nice, very nice. That'll work for us. The entire tree is made out of like just second growth nastiness. It's just like weeping everywhere through the wires, all of it. It's just ugly. Oh, this is what a mess. They're just all hooked and intertwined. Ugh. Those are some good pull saw skills. There we go. Okay, dropping a branch. Another one coming down here. Okay. Very nice. Okay, this one I think I can cut it back here and it'll slide out towards the road. So just after the white vehicle. Oh, it's gonna hook. Ah, good. Let's see if I can make myself a stick to get that one off. Maybe I can reach it with a handsaw or something. Now, let me see what I can do here real quick first. Oh, I can get it. There we go, very nice. Ah. Well, this tree has just been a battle of the sprouts. This handsaw has served me well. A little bit of chainsaw work in there too, but just the stuff in those wires was absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully most of that's done. Now we've got a few wires below us, so we're kind of coming out here and making salad out of these tips. We've got a data cable that goes to one side of the house, and the electric service goes to the other side of the house. I can't even like toss the stuff just a little bit that way, a little bit that way to miss one wire. I got two, and I can't fit stuff between them. So, a little bit of a challenge, but it's just the way you gotta do it sometimes. Being a silver maple and not being really good, I don't love being out here on the tips like this. Got a pretty hard rope angle, but I do have a nice little webbing redirect back there in case something breaks. I don't take a swing all the way back to my main tying point on the other side of the tree. But still, that would be a nasty experience, falling across a broken branch tip and everything. It's not the greatest. Keep whittling. Seems goofy to cut something that small off, but sometimes you just need to reduce the weight of things a little bit before you take it on as a whole top. All the old timers tell me my joints, my shoulders, my elbows, my wrists will all thank me later for that kind of thing. I figure they know what they're talking about. Should've let that go with that swing. Very good. All right, I got all the brush stripped off of here. And I got a couple pieces of wood, but the handsaw stuff is a lot of work. So I think we are back far enough where we can get back a little further, make a couple chainsaw cuts. Don't have to worry about cutting and throwing because that's not a good idea. I might get a little better position. We'll give that a shot here. This does not feel like a better position, but I think it'll work. Coming down. Perfect. Probably a little snap cut here. Nice. Reposition and repeat. Okay, we switch sides and do the same thing here. Tucked in real good. Move our lanyard to our lower D's here real quick. This will be in suspension. Be careful we don't side load that guy. Perfect. Alrighty, that's some of my least favorite kind of climbing there, and just in general trying to make stuff into a bunch of little pieces to throw and toss. It's not real productive for the climber or the grounds person, so I don't thoroughly enjoy it, but sometimes it's just what's necessary, you know? And so we'll do what we gotta do to get done in a safe manner. Oh, it is so hot today. Alrighty, after all that goofing around down there for that one, this one we get to send whole and free right down there into the hard surface of the driveway. It's gonna be much nicer. Look at that, it did just tickle that wire, which, you know, obviously it didn't hurt anything, but we strive to be better than that. We know if better for next time, I guess. This one that you probably can't see because the sun is still out over the wires, but we got a lot more elevation to work with, so we're probably gonna speed line that out here quick. Alrighty, we got ourselves set up. We're gonna speed line these two tops out here. We got a decent bit of distance above the wires here, but it's kinda not a lot of room. So we'll see. This is Groundy Matt's first time running a speed line. We'll have to give him a grade A to F on how he does. Make sure you put that in the comments section for him. I'm sure he'll love to see that. This is also a really snaky branch I don't love being up on. And so, you know, putting some side force on it with the speed line is not great. We do have our climbing rope. Actually, no, we can take some length out of this. I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, we got our rope straightened up a little bit here, better anyway. It's better. It's not great. We're just gonna ignore that. It's good enough. It's not perfect, but I don't know how to make it better, and that's not my focus right now. But anyhow, I'm just trying to get this branch down. So we're gonna go ahead and notch it, back cut it, and I'll do my best to follow it with the camera, but I'm kind of limited on my mobility up here. Ooh, perfect. We'll get a nice little chance to finish that with a handsaw. Very good, very good. It did drag that wire a lot more than I really wanted it to. A little more tension on the ground might have been good. And it's interesting, speed lining, you know, I run into people who think you can like move something super laterally with a speed line, and it's just not always true. At least not in these Midwestern trees where you just don't have a ton of working room. So maybe we'll do this one in two smaller pieces. We'll see. All right, the last one kind of touched the wire a little bit, so we're gonna take this in two halves. I got it tied on there, it's gonna slide right here. I'm just gonna peel it out of here with a handsaw. It's not a big limb. Wow, it's not cut real nice either. Maybe it's time for a new handsaw blade. I also just don't have appropriate work positioning for chainsaw here. Starting to feel like I don't have appropriate work positioning for handsaw either. Why is it getting all bound up? What a struggle. Oh, it's starting to split. Nice, that's why. There it goes. Ah, that was good. It touched the wire a little bit more than I want, but I'll take what we can get. It was nice and slow and gentle, which helped. One more. We'll probably peel this one out with a handsaw as well. Let me know whenever you're ready down there. Oh my goodness. There's too much handsaw action. My handsaw is tired. I think my handsaw's run out of bar oil. No, that was a joke. I was kidding. Oh my goodness, break off. I just need a moment, that's all. Oh my goodness. Now hold on just for 1 second. Oh, yep. Perfect. That branch actually hung on just enough to swing around, help it with some forward momentum, get it past that wire. Ah, that was not a great maneuver. I wish I knew how to do this better. Quite limited on tree to work with. I did just take a really cool stationary rope course by Keith Stoner. I learned a lot. I just got to figure out how to put those things into practice. Alrighty, we scooched our way back down. Now we're gonna speed line this one piece of wood, and then the rest we can free fall with no problem. This I've got it hinged back around here, so hopefully it'll have a nice pendulum momentum and should work out pretty smoothly, I think. You ready, Matt? I should have warned you too. Yeah, or the blower, or the fact that we just 86'd the whole trash can. Do you think it'll recover? And now it's just a matter of working the rest of the tree down in some chunks. Oh, that one's a heavy chunk. It did a flip. All right, we finished that lead down there until it was over the sidewalk. We need a rigging point to swing it away from the sidewalk. So I came up here to where we're gonna set a rigging point for the day to work this side of the tree down. We've got the service line of the house. We've got the house itself. That's about it that we gotta deal with right now. So I got this limb tied on here. I'm not gonna let anything run because there's just not enough space for it. We're just gonna swing it down and then lower it gently. Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and come down with it. Oh, is it gonna be in the way of the service wire? Well, it got stuck up here in the snub, which I kind of suspected would happen. So let me see if I can, oh my goodness, I don't think I can. Yeah, right. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna make a cut, make the snub smaller, and see if I can roll the rope off of it then. There we go. Is that any better? All right, we're gonna cut the next piece of that one off. Got it kind of tip tied in a way. Hopefully it'll get down past the wires a little better that way. Perfect. Go ahead and let that down nice and slow there, Kendra. Looky there. So much nicer than the last one. I got a little excited on the last one, made it too big. Well, it's, yeah. It's my natural inclination, you know, to rig as big as possible at all times, but it's not the best thing for the team in many situations. Okay, here we go. Nice, very nice. That was real good. Looks like did it tickle the wires just a little bit? Perfect. It means you let it run the right amount. Used up every inch of space. Okay, this is our last top in this part of the tree here. That top broke out a long time ago. Got a tagline on there. We've been pulling them away. Got our face cut made already. It's right there. And gonna cut it. And Kendra down there is gonna let it run for us, but not too much. And it's gonna be perfect. Just you watch. That's right, Kendra, you better be perfect now. Look at that. Using every inch just right. I was asking her to let them run because, well, their tops are negative, and we've got this big compromised part of the stem right here, so kind of didn't want to break that. Alrighty, we got these two topped out here. It was nothing exciting. I moved my rigging point over here, and we're gonna swing this down because that's a better rigging point with our arrangement down there than this is. So we're gonna cut this, got it mid-tide. Kendra's gonna let it run like a star because she is a star. And it is a tricky running situation because, you know, there's some wires and the roof and all that, and this thing's gonna be flailing all over the place. I believe in her though, she'll be fine. So, you ready, Kendra? Yippee-ki-yay, that was good, that was good. This poor tree is old and flexible. Actually, it's probably just old, it's not really even that flexible. I've noticed, especially with silver maples, that you can get a variety of wood qualities out of them based on a number of factors. How much water they have in them, just the environment they grew in, I don't know. There's probably more factors than I'm aware of, but I definitely notice like more flex in some than others, and I also notice like better hinge quality and stuff. If you know things about that I don't know, share them in the comments because I would love to know more about that. Seems like I notice it in silver maples the most. Might just because I climb a lot of them. I don't know. Alrighty, we're back up in the other part of the tree. It's experienced several tear outs over here. It's not good. It's not good at all. But anyhow, we're gonna swing this piece over and it's gonna swing towards the house, and it's gonna swing pretty low because, you know, we got like 15 feet of rope in here. We're gonna use the rope that's tied over there to kind of catch it and slow it down. It should work out pretty good, I think. I don't think we'll be brushing that house over there at all, actually. Matt, do you want to take a couple steps towards the neighbor's house? Yeah, right there. That should do it. And then, are you ready, Kendra? Here we go. Nice catch. Nice work. That was brilliant. Worked out good. No, I didn't get shaken. There's a lot of friction up there. It would be very difficult for that to shake me. You're welcome to use that rope to try and pull that limb away from the wires too. Alrighty, on this one we've got it tied there. We're gonna try and swing it past this piece. Hopefully it'll work. It's just gonna work. Are you ready, Kendra? It just landed the butt straight on that spar. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm fine. It didn't touch me, but that's funny. So guys, it was just so ridiculously hot. I didn't finish filming the rest of it. It was just a bunch of cutting chunks and throwing them down. So I'm sorry I didn't get that for you. It wasn't anything exciting. It was super kind of the kids that lived at this place. They actually set out some granola bars for us with a little sign that said for the workers. And I'll stick a photo of that in here real quick. Just for being a hot, hard day, you know, that kind of a thing was really nice, you know. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video if you think it was worthy of it. And I hope to catch you on the next one. There's one other thing I want to share with you before I end this video. One of my favorite things about contract climbing is that I get to go around and work with different crews. You know, sometimes they're bigger companies with, you know, crews and you're just another worker, you know, not a big deal. And sometimes they're smaller operations and you really get to know the people you're working for, and it's just a real pleasure. And I really enjoy that. The folks I worked for today was a K&M Tree Service out of Ashland, Ohio. It's just a husband and wife crew. Their names were Matt and Kendra. That's where the M and the K and the M come from in their name. And they're a husband and wife team, and I just think that that's super cool. I love seeing couples working together, getting stuff done, just living life. You know, living life, working hard, all those things. I was very blessed to meet them and to work with them today. Anyhow, all that being said, they have a website. If you're in the area and you need some help from a tree service of some kind, you know, some kind of help from a tree service, by all means, feel free to check them out. I'll put their website in the description. They're really cool folks, so check them out if you get a chance.